Hello, this is Megha Pandre, and here we continue with the second part of this chapter, The Summit Within. We will continue from page number 77, first the reading part along with the explanation. Once having granted this, the question remains, why Everest? Because it is the highest, mightiest, and has defied many previous attempts. It takes the last ounce. Ounce means a unit of weight of one's energy. It is brutal. Brutal means cruel. Struggle with rock and ice. Once taken up, it cannot be given up halfway, even when one's life is at stake. The passage back is as difficult as the passage onwards. And then, when the summit is climbed, there is exhilaration. Exhilaration means a feeling of happiness, the joy of having done something, the sense of battle fought and won. There is a feeling of victory and happiness. Glimpsing a peak in the distance, I get transported to another world. I experience a change within myself, which can only be called mystical. By its beauty, aloofness, might, ruggedness, and the difficulties encountered on the way. The peak draws me to it, as the Everest did. It is a challenge that is difficult to resist. Looking back, I find that I have not yet fully explained why I climb Everest. It is like answering a question: why you breathe? Why do you help your neighbor? Why do you want to do good at? There is no final answer possible. And then there is the fact that Everest is not just a physical climb. The man who has been to the mountain top become conscious Tom becomes conscious in a special manner of his own smallness in this large universe. The physical conquest. The physical conquest of a mountain is only one part of the achievement. There is more to it than that. It is followed by a sense of fulfillment. There is the satisfaction of a deep urge to rise above one's surroundings. It is eternal love for adventure in man. The experience is not merely physical, it is emotional, it is spiritual. Now, here we will continue with the explanation of this part. On the question of why he chose to climb the Everest, he says that he loves the mountain, as Mount Everest is the highest of them all, and it is a great struggle against rock and ice to climb. He finds it very challenging. He says that he has a strong urge to face the challenges and overcome the obstacles. Also, to him, the joy of climbing Mount Everest is too much, as only a few can manage to do this. He adds here that climbing Everest is not just a physical achievement, but also is an emotional, spiritual experience. His success has brought him fame and also fulfillment. Now, here I continue with the next part. Consider a typical climb towards the summit. On the last heights, you are sharing a rope with another climber. You firm in. He cuts the steps in the hard ice. Then he belays, and you inch your way up. The climb is grim. You strain every nerve as you take every step. Famous climbers left records of the help given by others. They have also recorded how they needed just that help, else, they might have given up. Breathing is difficult. You curse yourself for having let yourself in for this. You wonder why you ever undertook the ascent. These are moments when you feel like going back. It would be sheer relief to go down instead of up, but almost at once you snap out you snap out of that mood. There is something in you that does not let you give up the struggle, and you go on. Your companion keeps up with you, just another 50 feet or 100 maybe. You ask yourself, is there no end? How you look at your companion and he looks at you. You draw inspiration from each other, and then, without fail, being aware of it, you are at the summit. So, up till here, we will go through the explanation part. He further says that this summit also is a lesson of companionship. He compares it to why people breathe. He explain he explains how fellow companions help each other in fulfilling this conquest. Two people share the same rope while climbing the mountain. While one climber one climber need to hold the rope firmly while the other one cuts the step in the hard ice. The second one then delays and the first one inches his way up. It is difficult for a single man to think of climbing a mountain. Famous climbers have left record of help without which they would have given up. They needed physical as well as emotional support of their partners. Here I end up with the explanation and the second part of the video. We will meet in the third part. Until then, goodbye.